Grave Descent by Michael Crichton. A diver is hired to explore the remains of a sunken yacht, but he learns not to trust the billionaire who hired him. And he has to figure out what's really going on before it's too late. This is one of Michael Crichton's early novels that he wrote while he was going to med school. He said that he tried to write on the weekends and on holidays just so he can churn a novel out as quickly as he could. Because he always liked writing, and this was his only time because he's really busy at med school, so he's trying to cram it in. And he said that doing this was a great exercise in writing. So these early novels that he wrote are all like spy, heist, thriller sort of stories, all leading up to when he wrote The Andromeda Strain, and that was the one that propelled him to fame, being a best-selling author, moving to Hollywood, and all of that followed. Even though this is a really early novel, you can see Michael Crichton's strengths as a writer come up. He has an amazing ability to use science and an exotic location to engage the reader. He's just really good at pacing too, moving characters around, putting them in danger, and not making something predictable. This is the reason that Michael Crichton was my favorite author growing up. I remember reading Jurassic Park and being in awe that a book could do this, that a book could be so exciting and engaging and interesting. It was amazing. It was a magic trick. And I've loved reading Michael Crichton ever since. Reading this book also reminded me that Michael Crichton only uses a few characters in the course of his novels. You have the shrewd, evil millionaire, you have the sexy love interest, and you have the level-headed hero of the story. And in this case, the main character is basically the character of a cool guy who does what he wants to do and he doesn't care what other people think. I wouldn't say this is exactly a weakness in Michael Crichton's writing, because you don't want deep, fleshed out characters in every kind of story. When you're reading Jurassic Park, you don't want to get the drama of the character's backstory. You just want to hear a cool adventure story about dinosaurs. So having shallow characters is actually in service to the story, and it would be distracting if you tried to make it more into a Steinbeck novel or something. This book was a pretty short book. It felt like an hour-long mystery episode of something that's really interesting when you watch it, and then you kind of forget it. There's not much memorable here. It's a pretty straightforward story. So fun times and short. 2.5 stars.